Welcome back to the Kaspa Silver YouTube channel. So in today's video, I want to talk to you guys about why I am not selling my Kaspa. So to begin, the first topic is going to be exchanges. So these are major catalysts that are still on the horizon for Kaspa, which I believe will increase its value and market cap in the future. The reason for this is because it is missing over 6 exchanges right here that are pretty major. So we have Gemini, Binance, Crypto.com, Coinbase, Bybit, and Kraken. So currently Bybit is the one that's been speculated to possibly be the tier 1 exchange listing that we are waiting on, but we still don't know for sure. I also believe that Coinbase is a really huge listing for any cryptocurrency because it is one of the biggest exchanges here in America. So Coinbase, I believe, also won't list Kaspa until a lot longer down the road, simply because they're usually the last ones to jump on a new and uprising cryptocurrency. Now, the reason why this is still bullish, these listings, is because every time when these exchanges want to list Kaspa, they have to actually buy it. So that means it will increase its market cap. The next thing is going to be developments. So future developments for Kaspa, in my opinion, are really bullish. And like I've always said, Kaspa is an unfinished project. When you are putting money into Kaspa, it is a product that's not even complete. So we really do not understand exactly how it will get adopted once everything is done and everyone can use it exactly for what it's intended for. So to begin, we have the Rust upgrade and 10 blocks per second. This is a future upgrade that should be launched on the mainnet, and I'm guessing that this will be launched by the end of this year. But the Rust upgrade and 10 blocks per second is really important just because it increases Kaspa's blocks per second from 1 block per second to 10 blocks per second, which will allow for more transactions per second. So that means it will allow for more people to use Kaspa and transact with it without it ever being congested. And then also in the future, we'll have 10 blocks per second plus. Jonathan has also said that he wants to see Kaspa hit 100 blocks per second, which will allow for thousands of transactions per second. So it'll allow Kaspa to really become that medium of exchange or cash kind of layer, because it will allow for many people to use it at once without any kind of congestion issues. A next development that is huge is Dagnite. Dagnite is a future protocol that will allow Kaspa to be able to adjust its network on its own without having any intervention. So basically, this also will allow Kaspa to have lightning type speeds transactions. So this will allow you to actually click send and you will see Kaspa be sent to another wallet and be confirmed almost instantly. This is very important for a currency trying to be a medium of exchange or a cash layer. It makes no sense for there to be practically any wait time in a world that is always just moving faster. A next development is ledger integration. Now, I've seen many people come in the Discord and ask for Ledger, and people have said that we still don't have it yet. We're still waiting for Ledger to just finish their side of implementing it. And many people have said that, you know what, I'm just not going to get any Kaspa until there's Ledger, just simply because they trust Ledger to be a place where to hold their Kaspa off in exchange. So I think once Ledger is integrated, this will allow for a lot more adoption, because there are a lot of Ledger users that simply just don't want to use Kaspa yet or own it until there's a proper cold storage that they can put it on that they trust. The next one here is a complete Caspium app. This is also going along with adoption just simply because Caspium will allow people to be able to hold their Kaspa off an exchange really quickly, simply because you need to download a free app on either the App Store or the Play Store. Right now, this app is still in beta. You can download it on the Play Store, and on iPhone, you still can't download it on the App Store there. You have to go through TestFlight and get the beta app. So it's still not easy to get. So this is just another adoption development that will help and allow more users to get access to Kaspa. The last thing is smart contracts. Smart contracts will be huge for Kaspa because, in my opinion, it would make everything else practically pointless. This is just simply because Kaspa being a layer 1 proof of work that is following the same principles of Bitcoin and still remaining decentralized and all that stuff, smart contracts on Kaspa will be a direct competition to Ethereum and a lot of other smart contract currencies, because all those currencies sacrifice centralization. And I think a lot of people do value decentralization a lot. And these other currencies have tons of allocations to the devs and pre-sales and ICOs and all that kind of stuff, which brings more risk to them simply just because they have regulatory risk because of the fact that they have that ICO. Kaspa is completely fair launch, no pre-allocation to VCs, private investors, or an ICO like that. So Kaspa is a lot less likely to encounter any regulation issues. Another reason why I'm not selling my Kaspa is simply because of taxes. Taxes is basically at 30% right now if I was to sell any kind of profits with Kaspa, because I have not held on to it for a year here in America. So it makes no sense for me to sell and take a 30% cut, because the profits will not be anything meaningful to me at all. And I came into Kaspa with a long-term mindset, seeing Kaspa being an unfinished project. I want a finished product before I actually make any decisions to take profits. But of course, there's nothing wrong with taking profits, but just know I'm not going to encourage you guys to avoid taxes. Please follow the law, and remember that taxes is something that happens anytime you sell Kaspa. And here in America, if you were to sell Kaspa into USDT or into another currency, that's still considered a taxable event. So just be mindful of that and make sure that you are keeping that in mind. So the last thing is going to be personal beliefs and principles of how I view crypto and investing. And like I just recently said, investing, I always believe that that should be a long-term thing. I don't believe in trading too much. I don't like trading at all. It creates a lot of stress and you have to be staring at charts all day. I'd rather be able to hold something that I can trust, that's reliable, that doesn't have insane risk with regulatory pressure. And in crypto, since it's super risky already, I think a currency that is following the same principles of Bitcoin was completely fair launch and is actually bringing true innovation to the space, specifically to the proof of work industry. I think that's a really good investment for me, just simply because I don't have to worry about a lot of things like these other cryptos do, like proof of stake and their ICOs and not being fair launch and all that kind of stuff. Proof of stake, in my opinion, just creates a highly centralized coin, and I don't care about the profits that I could potentially make on a centralized coin when the foundation is not decentralization, which was the whole purpose of crypto in the first place. A lot of people are holding onto cryptos that are even promoting the CBDCs, and they're trying to help bring that kind of adoption to the world. And I think that's basically just being anti-crypto while thinking you're buying a cryptocurrency. In my opinion, you're just buying a crypto company that is simply advancing you to be placed into a system that is completely opposite of what crypto was intended for. So I believe Kaspa is actually a hedge against centralization, and it's going to be a hedge for many countries that have destabilizing currencies that are collapsing. So these are the reasons why I'm not selling my Kaspa anytime soon, why it doesn't make sense for me to sell my Kaspa. And so if you guys have not gotten a cold storage wallet to hold your Kaspa offline and off exchanges, please consider getting a Tangent wallet or even a OneKey wallet. Both of these wallets offer you access to Kaspa and allow you to hold your Kaspa offline. Tangent is a hardware wallet that keeps your seed phrase within the chip of the wallet, and I have a video explaining how this works. If you use my code Kaspa Silver, you get 10% off either 2 cards or a pack of 3 cards. And then if you're interested in the OneKey wallet, you can also check this out. This is more a traditional wallet. It's very similar to Trezor. You get a physical seed phrase that you have to write down. You could choose between the OneKey Classic or the OneKey Mini, but you can get 5% off if you use my code Kaspa Silver down below, and you can hold your Kaspa offline. Please never trust exchanges. You don't know what's actually going on in the back end, and they can collapse and you can lose all your funds. And you especially don't want to be caught up in that, because you will never pretty much get your money back ever. So please consider getting yourself a cold storage wallet to hold your Kaspa offline. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And as always, don't be average, be different.